Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. Hope you all are doing well. I am fine here and happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Okay, so I hope that I am audible properly. So kindly acknowledge a bit on chat that my audio is and all are clear. Great. So we have this in our session today. So can I share my screen? Yes, I can. Sure. Go. So we have two things to be done over there today. So in this lab setup, introduction and to ethical hacking we did last day, right? And we have got a bit of lab setup and we have to understand hacking using cloud computing. So these are the two in our agenda today, right? And one more point to be noted, my lord, is that on Sunday, that is tomorrow, at 12 p.m., I guess, there is going to be a session. So the informations, relevant informations, there will be on chat. So please follow the chat and please join that meeting tomorrow at 12 p.m. We'll be meeting an expert in this cybersecurity industry. Thank you. So with that, let's get started. So I hope that everybody would have downloaded these three virtual machines in there. So we have VBox, Kali, and Pentester. So last day we just completed up this, what do you say, downloading of the machines, right? So today what we'll do, today we'll just extract these machines and create up our own network. So we'll just extract it over here. So it's again, those who just missed it last time, just let me remind them that how to download this one. We have a website called wikisolutions.in. Right, give me a second. www.wikisolutions.in. And from downloads, you can just download these over there. Right. So here are all the virtual machines. So and in order for these virtual machines to work, you have to download VMware Workstation. So VMware Workstation 15 is over here. So I was going through your chat. So some of you were telling that you would get up a black screen when using Kali. So see, you should have sufficient amount of memory. I mean, a minimum of 8 GB of memory is required in order for these machines to work. So now we'll go forward and we'll just extract these machines. So right click over here on this machine that you downloaded and extract files and click on OK. So this is going to extract up this machine. So I'll extract up one machine and I'll show you how to set up IP address. Then again, I had a feedback from my backend team there that people are telling that they don't have a bit of idea in IP addressing and all. See, a bit of IP addressing concept is required. If you don't have any knowledge of network, then it is no worth of learning hacking in there. So just you cannot go and hack anybody. You should exactly have some analytical mindset in there. And next point is that a bit of networking concepts is also required. Right. So we are going through a bit of we did a bit of networking concepts last day, and most of the things were covered regarding the IP addresses and all, right? But we didn't cover network devices and all. So when you go for this paid course, that is premium level courses, you will be exactly getting the full-fledged information about networking, and then after that we'll go. Okay. Okay. So any question on chat? Which tool did you use? Which tool is used to install 7Z files? So you can just download 7Z from there. Go to any website and just go to Google and type in there download 7Z, and you will perfectly be able to download 7Z over there, and you can extract it. WinRAR can also extract 7Z files, I guess, right? So anyone you can use either 7Z or WinRAR to extract this. So I'll just tell you how to open up these files on VMware once this gets extracted. In the meantime, if you have any question, please put up. So like what is the password and username of Kali? So I'll come to that answer in a couple of seconds. What is the username and password of Kali? So let this machine be extracted. It will take a couple of seconds to extract. Voice is clear, guys. Somebody replied me that they are getting echo in the voices. So voice is clear. Type in there VC if the voice is clear. Okay, great. So this will take up a bit of time to extract. Rohit, in order to become an ethical hacker, programming skills are required. No, exactly, programming skills are not required to become an ethical hacker. After that, like if you want to do CHFI or something ECSA, then you should have some programming skills. Otherwise, for ethical hacking level, programming skills are not required. And whatever skills are required, like Bash shell scripting and all, so that will be taught in your premium sessions. So Harish, VMware installation can be done very easily. It's just a matter of you download VMware Workstation and double click on that exe file and it gets installed. Otherwise, you can just YouTube something like install VMware Workstation for 14. It will get, there will be a whole lot of links to how to install VMware Workstation. If you have 2 GB of RAM, then also you can learn hacking and all. Uh, for that, you have to use some cloud platforms. So we'll learn about that, how to use some cloud platform and all today. Though don't have to install keyboard enhanced driver, you can use GCP's virtual machine over there. We'll do that same over in this today's session. Windows 2019 is okay, but again, this is not. We won't sync it with my session particularly. That is it, nothing else. It's okay. You can use that. If you are pinging and it's showing that the request not found, I didn't find that it shows request not found. It's request timed out, I guess, right? Okay, so our Kali is extracted. So let's start up this extraction of pen tester, and in the meantime configure this Kali. Uh, so extract files and go for an extraction. So once you are with Kali machine, so double click this Kali and you will find a VMX file here. So if this VMX file is not visible, try to locate this with this icon. Even if this icon is not understood, go to view and make this checkbox on file name extensions. So if this extension is off, you will not be able to see the extensions. If this extension is on, you will be able to see the extensions. So just see that it's a VMX file. Double click that VMX file there. So once you double click that VMX file, it will automatically open this one in your VMware workstation, right? So you don't have to worry much about that, how to open up the file. Just locate that VMX file and double click that one, right? And now it's bridged. So what you have to do, you have to click on this bridged and take up this to NAT. So click on this bridged and make this to NAT and click on OK. And now power on this machine. So remember that again, I'm just recapping this one. You have to take up VMX. Once you have opened up this file on VMX, or this particular machine is running on VMware Workstation, I mean to say, you have to select this from bridged to NAT. And once this is selected to NAT, you can just go and power it on. And if this is prompting, just make it I copied it. So assignments will be given tomorrow, dear. When we'll just complete up a few exercises in here, we'll get up the assignments. So assignments can be submitted next week over there. You take the full week to prepare. I am using Mac Fusion for my Mac. What should I do then? So go to see, Mac Fusion has a bit of security in there, nothing else. VMon is secured particularly. So what you do, you Google out that how to run VMware Workstation on Mac. They'll give you the answers over there. So, but basically it's about authenticating your screen, nothing else. I don't have a Mac, otherwise I would have shown you. Okay. So this Kali has started. VMX file you have to use in Kali. Okay, guys, now wait and watch. What is the username and password of this Kali? The username of this Kali is BPG and password is 123456. Username is BPG and password is 123456. I'm just typing in here. So username is BPG and password is BPG and the password is 123456. I'll just send it over there on chat. See, there is no specific reason for chat. Uh, in some of your laptops, bridge might not work. That is why I have sent you over there. That use this information, that use NAT. So NAT will work in everybody's infrastructure. And remember that your laptop should be connected via internet. Laptop should be connected to internet. Okay. So once you are here, how will you assign an IP address and how will you see an IP address? First of all, how do you see an IP address? So open terminal here on this Kali, and I'll just make it a bit larger in here, size. So type in your IP space A. You will be able to see your IP address 192.168.180.59/24. So what is this network ID there? 192.168.180.59/24. What is the network ID? So the network ID of this, so if you have this IP address, so the network ID is like 192.168.180.0/24, isn't it? Okay, so you need to this to be zoomed. So wait a second, let me check if there is a display setting in here. Display. We have this display, and so the resolution is I will take it as 1024 into 768, 1024 into 768, and apply it. Okay, and close it. So I guess that now it is sufficient, isn't it? Control Shift plus. Okay, so now the network ID is 192.168.180.0. So what we can do, we can provide a static IP address to the system. So this IP address is taken from a DHCP server, right? So how do I provide an IP address? So just go over here, right click, edit connections. Click on this wired, click on this settings button, and you have Ethernet over here. So where did the IPv4 go? Yes, here IPv4 settings. So it is taking IP address from DHCP server. It's like automatic DHCP. Click on this, click on manual, and type in here add. Press add, I mean to say, and type in here 192.168.180. Let us say I'll just keep an IP address 100, right? And network mask 24, obviously, and subnet mask gateway 192.168.180.2. Now it is according to the IP address that I got. Like I got an IP address 192.168.180. Something. So you might have in your system, it might be like 192.168.122. Something. So you keep it 192.168.122.100 and /24. And gateway should be at the end, it should be 2, always 2 over there, because the gateway in NATed environment is by default 2. Okay, now DNS server is, let us take 192.168.180.2, and once it is done, click on save and close it. Now right click this one again, enable networking, remove that, and again enable networking. So once this is done, you will be disconnected and reconnected. Now type in your IP space A. It should show you up your IP address. So it is showing you that your IP address has changed 192.168.180.100 over there, right? Now in order to become a, so who am I, if you just type in here who am I, you will get your user ID, like your user ID is BPG. If you want that root should be used over here, that means you should log in as an administrative credential inside your Kali machine. So type in here sudo su hyphen. So if you type in sudo su hyphen and give the password 123456, that is su password of BPG, so you'll become administrator. So see here the prompt was dollar, right? So this user is not privileged to run all the commands. BPG won't be able to run all the commands. BPG is a normal user, right? If you want to become administrator with the hash prompt, so see here it is hash and it is dollar. So if you are in hash, that means you are having administrative privilege. So if you type in who am I, you will get this information that you have particularly become root now, right? So this is how we exactly become root and how we assign an IP address on the system. Now let us just test over there that are we able to communicate with google.com or something. So ping www.google.com. Okay, so we are able to communicate with google.com. Now let me show you one use of Kali. Let us say that I want to know all the subdomains of Google, right? It's like google.com has got many subnets, mail.google.com, which is equivalent to your Gmail. Again, we have got console.cloud.google.com, which is a you can say cloud-based environment, which Google gives us over there. So if we want to find out likewise that what are the subdomains that Google uses over there, so we have to use a something called sublist 3R for that. So sublist 3R is an application that is available in your Kali environment. It's not available by default these days, but earlier it used to be. So you can use that to grab out informations like how many subdomains are there for a particular domain. So I'll just show you that in a couple of seconds. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please put up. I hope that this is okay. I hope that this is okay, guys. How you got that DNS IP and the IP address? So see, if you click on this edit and go to virtual network editor, click on NAT, click on NAT settings. So see here, gateway is 2, right? And obviously this is also the DNS server as well. So if you click on DNS settings, so see here, this is your DNS server, auto detect available DNS servers. So this is automatically the DNS server. So that is why, since the IP address of this system is 192.168.180.2, that means my laptop has a virtual IP address of 192.168.180.2, which is used as gateway and DNS servers. Then that, so on and so forth, I have given up this IP address over there. What is the question? So if it is written the host does not support Intel VTX, you need to reboot your system and enable virtualization in BIOS. If virtualization is not enabled in BIOS, you will not be able to do that. Robin Kumar S. You enable virtualization in BIOS. Shut down your system, enable virtualization in BIOS. Then you can go for that. So VMware is asking for license number. License number was there in that same directory from where you downloaded the content. Okay. So once this machine is ready, let's go for the next machine. So this is your next machine over here, pen tester, right? So we'll just set up pen tester in a couple of seconds. In the meantime, we'll just extract this B box. click on this, and VBox will be extracted. So it will take some time. In the meantime, we'll just configure this pen tester. Click on, double click this pen tester in 2016. Okay, so this is done. Pen tester win 2016. I'll just rename it just to make you understand that this is your machine. Settings and options, and I'll name it as YouTube. Tester YouTube. That's it. And I'll name this as Kali YouTube. So I have got a whole lot of machines in there. Otherwise, it will make me confused that which machine exactly I am using particularly for other purposes. So this I'll name it as Kali YouTube. Okay, that's it, done. So I have this machine over here. So I'll just open it in new window, file new window. And once you are in new window, give it a second, new window will come. So once you are in new window, just drag and drop this over here. Drag and drop this over here. So it will take up. And if it is not taking up easily, you just go to file, and so it has taken up PTU2, right? So open up this machine. So better open it in two different windows so that you can see both the machines at the same point of time. And now click on I copied it. So you have on one side you have your Kali, on the other side you have your pen tester. How to change user ID and password. So if you want to create a user, so you type in your user add, and let us say Bob, and type in here PASSWD passwd Bob. This will set password for Bob 123456 and 123456. So this has changed the password. So you have a user called Bob now. So if you just log log off from here, and you can log in with Bob. So just log off. Let's say log out.
Hello, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Continue. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can you zoom little bit, like Windows plus or Control plus, whichever way it is working for you, sir?
Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess that is visible now, guys. BPG and 123. Sorry, BPG. It was Bob, right? So Bob and 123456. So you created your own user and you logged in over there. Okay. In the meantime, this is booting up. So give it a second to boot.
Sir, I guess you are on mute, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So the password for Windows was 1234 at the rate ABCD. Right. So once we have logged on to this system over there, we have got this. Okay. So we just pressed in this button to type in the password. So once we have typed in the password, we are able to log on. Okay, here we go. How to assign an IP address to this system? First of all, we'll have to bridge it off. Sorry, NAT it off from bridge. So it's already bridged. Same thing. So same thing for this system, but you can do it in power on state even. For Windows, you better do it in power off doesn't matter. But if for Linux, you better do it in power off state. So this is done. Yes, click on NAT and type in here ncpa.cpl in order to change the IP address. I'll just full screen this one. Wait a second. It's not coming to full screen. It's not coming to full screen. Give me a sec. You type in here ncpa.cpl. See, that is what I didn't want to do. It will just clutter of the screen and then we'll have a mess. So right click here, go to run, type in here ncpa.cpl. So can you just remove me from that cam so that the whole screen is visible, please? Because this very small area of the screen is visible.
Is this okay, sir?
Yes, remove me from the, yes, now it is zoomed properly and I guess that participants can see it. So TCP IP v4, use the following IP address. Type in here the IP address like 192.168.180.100 we provided over there, 101 and 255.255.0, 192.168.180.2 and the DNS server is the same 192.168.180.2. It's done and click on OK and click on OK. So once it is done, what we can do, we can go to this Kali machine and we can ping off the system. We'll log in as BPG, password 123456. And okay, so IPA is this IP is 192.180.100 and I'll ping this 192.168.180.101. So is it pinging? No, it is not pinging. Can you see that? The IP address is okay because if we ping it from this system, it's going to ping. Let's see over here. If you just right click over here, go to run and type in here CMD and ping this system like ping 192.168.180.100. This system is pinging. That means from this side to this side we have got the traffic, but from this side to this side the traffic is not available. You know why it is so? Because we have got a firewall that is running here. So right click on this system, open network and sharing center, go to Windows Firewall and turn Windows Firewall on or off. So just turn off the firewall and the ping will start. So in Windows system, if you see here, the ping started as soon as we switched off the firewall. Got the point? So in Windows system, if we have firewall on, it's virtually we have to open up all the ports in there. That's a matter of different. You can it's a different scope altogether. So if you just want to ping the system, you have to switch off the firewall. If it is not pinging. So password of Windows machine is 1234 at the rate ABCD. Just let me type in here. Notepad. AWSWORD. Password is 1234 at the rate ABCD. This is the password, guys. 1234 at the rate ABCD. Firewall is a packet filter. That means it lets either packet go through it or drops the packet. Okay, so these two systems are communicating. Now let us have one more system over there, and that is your what do you say, B box. Again, we'll open it up a new window over there, and we'll just drag and drop this VMX file. Give it a second. Yeah, so now it is ready. But remember that from this is a Linux variant. So from bridged, we have to change it to NAT. So once we have changed it to NAT, you can power this machine on. Okay, so our three machines are ready now. So we have got Kali, we have got this pen tester machine, and we have got this Ubuntu machine, which is your B box. So it will take up some time to boot. Yes, you have to turn off firewall for both private and public networks. Yes, we can obviously make firewall rules, but this is something that we are not going to learn as of now. We can obviously make firewall rules. That is what firewall is designed for, in fact. So Alexa Philip is it's saying temporary name failure. That means you haven't set up your DNS server's IP address, I guess. Yes, VMware will support 32-bit OS again. Okay, so this is your B box ready, right? But if you just right click over there, there is something funny in here. So if you just click on the here, and if you just type in A, see here, if I'm typing A, it's typing Q. It's if I'm typing S, it's okay. If I'm typing Z, it's typing W. So exactly the keyboard layout is different, right? So what do you have to do? You have to set up the keyboard layout. Go to System, Preferences, Keyboard. And if you see here, if test your keyboard layout A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, Z, X, C, V. So there is a bit of problem in the here with the keyboard layout. So what I'll do is that I'll add up a keyboard layout. So click on add layouts, and we have got this keyboard layout as USA. So we use keyboard layout USA generally. So click on add. Now USA is our default keyboard layout. Click on this and now type in AS. Okay, so it's still not working. So let's close this once again. Wait a second. Let's close this. I'll just remove this one. So remove this. Okay, now we have got only US keyboard layout. So A, now it's working. A, S, D, F, G, Z, X, C, V. Yes, it's working. So click on close. Now this thing is working. Now what we need to do, we need to provide an IP address to this system as well. So 100, 101, 102. So we'll go to edit wireless networks. Oh, why I'm adding wireless? So we have to add enable networking from here. Yes. We can set the IP address over here using these commands. I'm just not going to poking with this IP address because we don't require to do that. So there is a file called /etc/network/interfaces. We can set up the so if you just type in cat/etc/network/interfaces. So this is the place where we exactly set up the IP address. So you can just Google it out over there and do a bit of your exercise. So just Google it out like google.com and set IP address Ubuntu. They have disabled up the interface that way, such a way that we are not able to. How to set up static IP address? So just click execute this one and see what it is giving. Oh, so no, it's different. Okay, I'll just Google out the real thing. Configuration /etc/network/interfaces. Correct. So you should know about something over there that is technical. Just lame with using a lame query exactly. You cannot do that. So try again. There is a certificate error. What is the time and date? So time and date are correct. So I guess that there is something mistaken here. We'll just drag up this one. Okay, so this is the whole syntax. See here, how do we exactly write it? So this is how we write it. Mapping ETH0. So this was already written if you saw that file, right? So we have to just write in these things over there. So like this one. iFace ETH0 home, iNet static, and the address and the subnet mask and IP flash mail. And iFace ETH0 network up. So once this is done, this will have its own IP address. But we don't need to do that. We don't, in fact, need to set the IP address statically of this bbox. So leave it as it is. You want to see what is the IP address? Just type in here IPA, and it's going to show you that its IP address is 192.168.180.161. It is communicable? Yes, it is communicable. So ping 192.168.180.161. Yes, it is communicating. So we don't need to change. So we needed just so this is something with at the you can say victim send. So victim send systems IP address and all, why we will change. We just need to change the IP addresses of our pen testers and line hackers machine over there. So these are our hackers machine. So we just change the IP addresses. Okay, so these two machines are ready. Now let me show you one experiment that what exactly this Kali Linux can particularly do. Like I just gave you an example that how will we find out that how many domains are there or how many subdomains are there, let us say, for this what do you say, particular domain. So just type in your sublist 3R. So its command is not found. This command is not available. So you have to install that. Give me a sec. Type in here sudo su hyphen 1 2 3 4 5 6, and again you have to use apt install sublist 3R. Okay, so sublist 3R is installed. So can somebody tell me that what is the command? I'm just typing in sublist hyphen help. So if you want to see the help file, just type in here sublist. Sorry, it's sublist 3R, man. Sublist 3R, sublist 3R hyphen help. So this gives you the whole help file, right? So I'm just making it a bit full screen in here. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, sublist 3R hyphen help. So what are the options that I can just use to find out a particular domain or subdomains of a particular domain, right? So sublist 3R hyphen D, and we have to use like google.com, and I have to use, let us say, 3 threads or 2 threads. So 2 threads will increase up a bit of speed, and I have to use engine called Bing. So Bing will tell me that how many subdomains are there for google.com. So let's wait and watch. So it's now searching in Bing. Give it a second. So we got this information. Did you see that? That there are so many domains pertaining to google.com. Soft speech, www sites. Now I want to see that how many of them are web servers. In fact, that means how many of them can be opened up through a browser. So if I just type in hyphen p443, so it will just give me all the servers that has 443 or in fact are https websites in there. So you got these websites which are particularly your, what do you say, 443 compatible. That means they are your web servers that is serving secured web pages in fact. So yes, now it is time for a bit of questions in here. So please, I'm pausing in here, so you can ask me some questions if you want. Can you open up the mic, please? Sorry, this cam, please.
Yes, sir. Done. So your
We'll
camera is switched
have
off.
on how to do it. Sorry, somebody telling something.
So your camera is switched off.
Oh, my camera is switched off. Sorry to see that. Yes. Uh, so we'll do that over there on cloud as well. But for the time being, I hope that this is understood, isn't it? APT and PKG are two different package installers, you can say, right? So if we use let us say a different version of Debian, we might have to use PKG for installation. But in Kali it is APT, or in generic Linux we have, particular Ubuntu side Linux we have APT particularly. So Windows machine is not connecting to internet. You just do NAT and see if it is connected to internet. We'll just verify it over here. Give me a second that Windows is connected to internet or not. So you go to this Windows machine. So this Windows machine is okay. Just let me set the resolution. Display settings, and here we go for a better resolution there. I'll just set into 1280.1024. Apply. Yeah, keep changes. Okay, just closing it. Here we go. So right click, run, and type in here CMD. And once you are in CMD, type in here same thing, ping www.yahoo.com. So if it is communicating, it will work. Yes, it's working. So it's working. So but you should see in that if it should be natted. So click on settings and verify that your Windows machine is properly natted instead of bridge. So here it should be NAT. So if it is NAT, there is no question that it should not work. It should work. Ritikesh Bajpayee, your pen tester machine is not working because might be your pen tester machine or Windows 2016 is not compatible with your hardware or something like that. Right? Try to reduce the amount of CPUs. So this system has two CPUs. So just reduce this to one over there, or reduce the amount of RAM. So this has two CPUs. Reduce it to one from here and see if it is working. 8 GB is required for this run. 8 GB of RAM is required for this whole infrastructure to work. Use some downloader to download, like free download manager. So go to Google and download free download manager. It's giving timeout during downloading. So use something like a free download manager to download. So that in that case, the download will not get disconnected. Okay, so now it is time, guys, to move towards cloud computing, right? So will spin up the same infrastructure in cloud, and we'll see the advantages of cloud as well. That is what exactly we can do in the cloud. And I'm very sorry to say that this screen is not visible. You know why the screen is not visible? If I set up the screens over there, it will just clutter off, clutter off. That is why. Try to understand the things over there, right? So I'll just maximize it a bit, or change the properties of this one a bit, font, and I'll just change this a bit to 24. So this is now visible, I guess, right? And this is obviously visible. Okay, so now let's move ourselves towards cloud and see how this is moved to or created in cloud. So to work on cloud, I will be choosing console.cloud.google.com. So I'll just take up a web browser and go to console.cloud.google.com. Please switch off my mic, please. console.cloud.google.com. Yes. Cloud means you don't require any machine. Like let us say that you only have 2 GB or 4 GB of RAM on your laptop. In this case, it's virtually impossible for you to have. And there are certain other things that you can do in cloud that you cannot do in your laptop over there. Like phishing sort of attack. You exactly cannot do over there. Right? So that is why we require cloud over there. So once you are on cloud, you will have to register over there. So let me just take one example. New in Conjure Windows. So I'll just console onto over here. Console.google.com. I'll just log in using some other credentials there. So like I'll just use this one. So you will get this sort of screen if you are using this cloud for the first time. Right. So this is not registered. So what do you have to do? You have to enable billing in that case. So to enable billing, you have to go to billing. Give it a second, it's coming. So you have to go to billing and enable billing in that case. You have to use your credit card or your preferably credit card, or if you don't have a credit card, you can use even your debit card, right? But the point is that your RuPay card won't work. So just manage these billing accounts and you will be ready to go. Now I just cannot show it because I have already used my credit card to get myself registered onto my account over there. So I have used that credit card, so I cannot use it again over there. It's not like you cannot use it for two accounts. I just don't want to use that credit card in a live session. Okay, so once you have registered yourself in this, what do you say, cloud platform, you will get this sort of dashboard. So what you can do, you can click on this. Click on compute engine and VM instances. I'm pretty sure you are going to love this scenario. There is no other option other than debit card or credit card. It will ask you for your debit card or credit card. There is no even option of net banking. You have to register yourself with a credit card or a debit card. And the point is that it's like your nothing is exactly deducted other than 1 rupees or 2 rupees from your credit card or debit card. In fact, you get $300 credit when you are working on Google Cloud Platform. So like I'm just searching in here for you. Register to GCP and get. Okay. So Google Cloud and okay, I can create a Google account, sign up. Okay, so see here, sign up a Google Cloud Platform free trial. So let's see what is written on here. So it's nothing much big. Okay, I'll just type in here how much credit we get on TCP able here. $200 monthly. You must have a free trial, and you have to upgrade your first billing account. Billing account credits. No, here it's not written. Google Cloud account free tier. Okay, just let me just show you the free tier one. So if you just register over here, what you can do, you can spin up a F1 micro instance free of cost. So what is an F1 micro instance? We'll just, okay, see here, 3 months and $300 free trial. So what they do, once you register onto Google Cloud Platform, they give you a $300 free credit and give you 3 months to use that credit, right? So you can test the whole lot of cloud experiments over there in this cloud platform with a $300 credit. Now, where is this $300 credit used? You'll just come to know in a second. Now, there are certain things which is always free, right? So just come over here. So always free usage limits. If you just scroll down at the bottom, we were into compute engine. Just I was telling you about compute engine. So I was telling you about, in fact, this one, compute engine. So you have one non-permissible F1 micro VM instance per month in one of the following regions: US West one, US Central one, US East one. So in these three regions, you can spin up an F1 micro VM with a 30 GB hard drive, right? And 5 GB of incoming and outgoing connections per month, right? So let's come over here and do this spinning, right? So click on this create instance. So once you click on this create, is now my account is running in a paid version. I don't have my free limits have crossed. So and I have got to pay something over here as of now. So click on this and you have this place to type in the instance name. So I will use this for phishing, right? So I'll just type in here phishing, Fisher, Fisher, okay, Fisher. And see here, our free tier machine was to be there in US West one, US Central one, or US East one, and that to one. So I am already having one, right? So this is the second one I am running, so it will be chargeable. So I'll be running, actually, this is the place where less charges are applied. So US West one, US Central one. So if you just go to this place, US Central one, so see here, these are the places you can just go over there. Now, US West, you can just choose any of these places over there. Now, if you want to have a free tier machine, just select this one from here, machine type as F1 micro. See, this is F1 micro they were talking about. So F1 micro machine has 614 MB of RAM and one shared CPU. That means your CPU will be used by somebody else even. And what is the image that you are using? What is the operating system that you are using? You are using particularly a Debian operating system. Got the point? And how much you are charged for it? So you are charged for it around 0.006 hourly. That means for each hour that you experiment. That means if you just experiment for 1 hour, dollar. It's around something around 50 paise per hour. So if you use this sort of machine like 614 MB of RAM and one processor and a Debian machine at this location, you are going to pay up 45 paise per hour. So if you just, let's say, change the location, like say you want to use it in Mumbai or something. So we have got Mumbai, right? So we can spin up this machine in Mumbai. But see that the charges will increase over there. Charges are going to be around $7 month hourly. Now the point is that if we use this machine for hacking, why are we exactly using it over here? Let us say that somebody traces our system. Just let me open up MS Paint. So here we go. So this is your GCP VM, right? And this is the victim. This is the victim's home and or office, and you are hacking up this machine. Or this is an office, and you are hacking this machine at office. So remember that whenever you are doing something on this machine or this machine, logs will be generated, right? Now somebody can come over here, now a person can come over here and he can just watch that logs, that where the traffic exactly came from. So he'll be able to know that, or this guy who is exactly analyzing the traffic will be able to know that the traffic came from machine in GCP. Now, if you change it to Mumbai, it will feel him like that the connection came from Mumbai. If you change it to USA or US East or something like that, he will feel like that the traffic exactly came from US East over there. And you are in fact sitting behind. So you will, it is virtually not that easy to recognize that who exactly did this task. But it is very much easily recognizable that where from the traffic was coming or where from the attack was coming. Now, this guy has to communicate to somebody on Google Cloud Platform to do an audit, something called audit trail. So audit trail will find out that guys, there was a connection miss. So I'm just changing up my router. Interruption in there. Uh, Okay, so we just came across to understand that why are we exactly using UpCloud. So in order to avoid that trail, in fact, like if somebody trails me back, then he'll not be able to recognize that who exactly was doing up this hacking. Okay, so now we have a bit of recap. We are using this machine as a fisher, and at the end we have spin up this machine. Okay, I'll just not spin in here. I will just spin it in somewhere over there in US East. Okay, I'll just take it up this one. US East, South Carolina. Okay, and this is 614 MB of memory, enough for you can say some sort of phishing attack. And I will make this an HTTP and HTTPS server and create it. That is it. Simple. A very simple way to spin up a machine. Okay, so our Fisher machine is alive now. The Fisher machine is ready, right? So what we have to do, we have to create this server as a phishing server. So what do you mean by a phishing server? Like, I just want somebody to open up Facebook and come to my website. In fact, so whenever he types in the username and password, I'll be able to grab up his username and password. So let me just clear up the scenario. What exactly we are going to do. So we have wait a second. Yes, I'll just take up this. So we have this machine on cloud, right? So this is your GCP instance in here. Now I will so this is my friend here, or some person whose username and password I just want to steal. So what I'll do, I'll just create a fake Facebook page, right? So I'll create a fake Facebook page, and I will send an email to this person after creating a fake Facebook page. I'll email the FB fake page to this person. So whenever he checks this mail, opens up this page over there, and he feeds in his username and his password. This username and password will automatically traverse to my system over there, and I'll be able to grab up his username and password. So this is our whole, you can say, ecosystem that is going to run. That means I'm just going to do something called social engineering and send him a page using some create some fake page, send him that fake page. Once he receives of that fake page, he clicks on that fake page, he types in the username and password, and in return I get the username and password that he typed. So with that, let's get started and let's see how it is done. So first of all, click on this SSH and you are inside that machine. Okay, first command is sudo su hyphen, and then we have to install git apt. Just copying and pasting in the commands over there. Apt install git. Yes. Now I'll clone up a website. Sorry, I clone up. You can say Git repository. This is the Git repository that I'll clone. I'll just cd into this, and I'll have to install Python as well. So apt install uh, Python. Okay, this is done, and I will be installing Python 3 pipe as well. Okay. Now pip3 install hyphen r requirements.txt. Now, somebody asked me a question that if there are other websites like I can just that there are certain websites that exactly allows us to host these fake websites in there or fake websites. You know what? You are stealing the password, but still somebody else is even stealing the password on your behalf, right? So if you are, sir, we can host fake page on 000 web sort site in free. Why we use cloud? So in fact, that website where you are exactly hosting up the website, where hosting up your fake page. So you are taking the password and you are giving them the convicts or the victim's password free of cost without any payment. Okay, so here we go. So this is done, and now we have Python setup. UI. Okay, so this is done. So it's telling finished. Run SC toolkit to set the social engineering toolkit, right? Now, how will you use this SC toolkit? So here are examples of this one. So I'll just give you some glance over there. So these are the websites that tell you this information. So install PIP, how to install PIP and all. Okay, and there is one more website that tells you how to use this social engineering toolkit. So if you just forget those commands over there, you can just refer to these web pages in there.
Sir, your audio and video is freezing in between, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me change the network.
Sure, sir.
Right? Okay, so here we go. So this command looks like, first of all, you have to type in SE toolkit, right? So this appears up over there. You have to select first one, spear phishing attack. So number one has to be done. And once you are at number one, again, website attack vectors, you have to choose, click on two. And then again, when you select two, you have to select credential harvester, right? So you have to press three over there, credential harvester. So once you have pressed in credential harvester, it will ask you for something called what do you want to do. So I want to clone up a website. So site cloner. So click on this site cloner and you enter the default IP address of Kali over there. So I'll just show you in a second how to do that. So type in here SC toolkit. I just lost the connection. Give me a second. I'll just come back. Where is it? Okay. Sudo hyphen and cdsc toolkit and c toolkit. Okay. So agree to the terms. Yes, I agree to the terms. Now, first one is number one. Then second one, simple, one, two, and then three, potential harvester. And then again two, so website copier. So it's asking you that IP address of this machine over there. So this you have there are two IP addresses. This is the internal IP address, and this is the public IP address. So I'll just select this public IP address from here. Copy, and where did it go? Just copy this IP address. And I'll paste it over here. This is the IP address that I'm going to use for attack. And enter the URL to clone. So facebook.com. Okay. Now it is ready. So it is ready that to get the information. Information will be displayed as it arrives below. Right. Now what I'll do, my Fisher is ready. That means I'm ready to do upper phishing attack. What I just need is the IP address. Now I'll go to my email and click on this Gmail here. So once we are on Gmail, I'll just compose up a mail. It's loading. It's loading. Give it a second. It's loading. And we have to. Okay, just I'll send it to my wife. Okay, shomaraj@gmail.com. And I'll just let us say that I'm sending it to somebody with a fake something like watch my new you can say what Kashmir tour videos or Nepal tour video, right? Watch my Nepal tour video. And what I'll do, I'll just send it over here, text to display, www.facebook.com/Nepal video. So it looks like that, Nepal video, right? And here I'll just paste in over there, HTTP. I'll just see that it's working or not first of all. Let me verify in a incognito window. Incognito window. So click Control V. So see here, somebody opening up this IP address will get this page, right? So I'll just not do this. So I'll just grab up over here and HTTP :/ and this. Okay. Now click on OK. So this one. Okay, and then I just give her a very nice and a hi. I just went to Nepal and bought some nice eye-catching videos for you. Please like and subscribe.
So your screen has freeze, sir.
But there is a bit of network issue today, I guess. It's raining here. We are in Kolkata, so you know that what is weather in Kolkata now.
Yes, sir.
So please like and subscribe. Okay, so this is how we can send up this link using some chat message or something, whatever. Somehow we have to send this message to her. Use this link to her, right? Or her or him, whatever. So send. Now if this is done, now what will my friend do? My friend will open up his or her laptop and go to Google and check his or her mail. I'll just sign in. So just let's verify that something has come up over there. So nothing has come up over here as of now, right? Okay, so somebody suggested me to close up all these. So thank you for your suggestion. And this is really nice that you suggested me to close this, because really this might be chewing up my bandwidth. Okay, here we go. So we have closed everything. Okay, so this one, next, and plus. Okay, so let's go to Gmail and now see as a mail. Watch a new Nepal tour, and it is exclamated over there. So watch a new tour. Okay, so new. So it feels like that this is from Facebook. So she will certainly click that. But if she notices this one, so that means she is intelligent. If she doesn't notice this one, that means she is a fool, right? So I'll just type in here somaraj@gmail.com and give a password. Let us say 1234 @ ABCD, whatever. Login. Now this will obviously not log in because this is not a Facebook page, right? So, but she might think that something wrong has happened. But we have got our information what we wanted, right? So this page is now populated. So if we just press Control C, So this, what has happened in that is that in slash root, this at this place particularly a file is being created, right? So I'll just copy this one. So slash root, I just remember this one a bit. It might be you lose it. Slash root slash dot set slash reports. So I'll just press return over there and I'll click back. I'll click back. That's it from here and I'll click exit from here. So cd slash root. Okay, I just was there. So cd. Okay. Here we have this XML file. If you can see that we have got this XML file. You just need to cut up this XML file. Cat 020 and XML file there. And we can very well see that this is the password she typed in and this is the username she typed in. So we have done one hacking. Now the question is that one of you laughed at me that I just hack my friend's account. No. I'll not hack my friend's account. What I will do is that first of all, I'll be friend with I'll create up a fake account in Facebook or something, right? Uh, and through some social engineering, I'll try to know one of the victims, or I will call him victim, right? So victims' choices in there, or victims, what do you say, likes and dislikes in there. So once I know his or her likes and dislikes, what, let's say my victim exactly likes something related to cooking. So what I'll do is that I will just grab out some websites that shows good cooking informations in there. First of all, I'll show her or him or the particular victim some good videos from that real website. That okay, so go and see these cooking videos over there. Once he or she starts liking in that particular website, after 1 or 2 months, I'll be able to know that okay, fine. He or she likes that particular website because he is giving me certain tags or some sort of information particularly. Now what I will do after that, I will just create up a fake website of that particular website which he or she or the particular victim generally visits. And after that, what I'll do, after that, I'll just uh, grab up the website using or what do you say, grab up the username or password using SE toolkit. So this is going to be a very long procedure here. I just showed you over there that how to do it in just 4 or 5 or 10 minutes particularly, but it's not like it can be done in 4 or 5 or 10 minutes. It takes time. You have to first of all be a friend with that guy, do some social engineering, and then particularly attack.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, sir. I think the issue is been created till now. It is continuing, sir. It is the voice and all is not clear. So, sir, can we conclude at this point or at this point of the class today? Like, if something need to be concluded, then we can add up and we can end for today, like in 15 minutes or something like that. Then we can continue it in next class, sir.
Okay, so I'll just finish off with a Windows machine, and then I will just finish end up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we
Okay.
are ending it because of the network problem, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. No, so nothing can be done if we have a network problem, right? Obviously.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No issues, sir. We will continue from next machines in the next class, sir.
Yes, obviously. Okay, so once this is done, so let us say that I want to create up a Windows. There are certain situations when we use Windows machine even for attacking, right? So what we will do, we'll just use up our Windows instance for attacking over there. First of all, let's understand how to create up a Windows instance. So I'll just delete off this machine. Once you have created it, delete it off. If you don't want get to be paid, or you don't want just anything to go out from your pocket. Okay, here we go. So we have to spin up a Windows machine. And let's say I'll just spin up 2016. Win 2016, and we will take up. Let's take up 3.75 because Windows is not going to work in your F1 micro 6.600 something MB of RAM. Windows is not obviously not going to work. So that is too complicated for Windows to work. So click on change and take up, let us say here we go for CentOS, and here we have Windows Server, yes. And let us go over here and take up a Windows Server 2016 data center. So click on this and click on select and allow HTTPS traffic. And click on. So is it clearer now? Hope that the network has retained itself, isn't it?
So there's a still a bit of
Is
lag,
it
sir.
is it clearer now?
The voice is clear, but the
Hope
screen
that
is
the
lagging.
network has the screen is lagging, right? So what we will do is that we'll just spin up this machine and we'll have a bit of question answer sessions because people are asking us some questions in the sessions, right?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Uh, so Windows Server 2016 and we okay. Now click on this RDP and set Windows password. Okay, so I'll just create up a user. Let us say Harry and set. Copy this password. So this is your password. Click on close. Now just wait for a few seconds. So we just need to wait for at least 1 or 2 minutes so that we can communicate with this machine. So MSTSC and this IP address 34.66.217.188. So this is the IP address that we'll use. Click on connect. So it's still initializing. So I just told you that we have to wait for that. Yes. In the meantime, zooming of screen is not required because whenever zooming is required, I'll just zoom it over there. What there is nothing to show over there in zoom screen. That is why I'm not zooming. Otherwise, if there is something to show, I'll obviously zoom it. Okay, just we have to wait for some time for this machine to initialize. Keep on trying. Yes, you can do this in AWS also. But in AWS, I have found that it's a bit difficult to open up ports and attack the things. So it is easier to do this phishing and all in GCP. Otherwise, the things can be done in AWS. Opening of the ports is a challenge there. Okay, so more choices. So this has come. So asking for the username and password. So I'll just type in /Harry and the password that gave. So this is the password. Just copy it over. Securing remote connection and click on yes. Assignments you will get tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll just give you assignments for 1 week to do. If I give an assignment today, so tomorrow again you have to attend the lectures, isn't it? When you will get time to do the assignment. Please switch off my cam so that they can get full screen. Yes. No, no, we are not trying to hack with Harry as a user. I just showed you that we created an account and we logged on to that system over there. Now we will activate admin. I just showed you how to create a Windows machine on cloud. Let us say that you are having 2 GB of RAM on your system and you want to use a Windows machine for hacking. There are so many tools that is been found on Windows, right? So it's not only that hacking can be done using Linux only. So we have got Windows machine that can be even used for hacking. So how will you use a Windows machine if you don't have RAM? So spin it up on a cloud over there. Okay. So once this is done, go to computer management and just activate that administrator. So administrator is by default deactivated here. So see here, the administrator is by default deactivated. So right click here, account is disabled is written. So what we have to do, first of all, set the password. Right click here, set password. And I'll just set in the password in this case as 1234 @ ABC. Simple for lab purposes. In real time, you might keep a complicated password. So this is done. Password has been set. Now just right click here and go to properties and remove this account is disabled and remove this user must change password at next log. Click on OK. Now this is done. Click on close and close. Now just grab up that MSTSC once again. Go to that same URL and go to that different account and dot slash admins direct your administrator and 1234 ABCD is the password in this case. Now you have logged on as administrator to the system over there. Now you can download anything and now you can install anything and check anything whatever is happening in the system. You can even go and create this as a web server there. So we have logged on as administrator. Okay guys, so that's all for today. So if you have any questions, please come up with your questions on the chat and I am stopping the share as of now. So let's come to some questions. Okay, here we go. Some questions in there. The chats are not visible. Give me a second. Yes, the chat is visible now. Why should we use VPN? You know, when you are using VPN for hacking, you are giving you can say the VPN service provider even the chance to grab up the information, or your skills are even being utilized by your VPN service providers. grab of the, that means you hacked and your VPN service provider got all over the thing what you hacked free of cost. So why should you use VPN? Use cloud. In Zoom, we have got 100 users as the limitation. That is why we are not using Zoom, I guess. So last lecture was on subnetting and IP addressing. This is an extension to that. We'll see to it if I get time, I'll just try to explain it in AWS how this can be done on AWS tomorrow. So link for that SC toolkit file. Okay, I'll just drop off this whole of this information there. Wait a second. Give me a second and I'll just prepare it off and I'll just send it to you. Install and Python PITH1 Python that PIP and APT. I'll just send it. Give me a second. Python P. I'll just send it on chat. The whole of the exercise that was used for sent over there. Okay, guys, get there you go. So 300. Okay, so the maximum limit is 312. So what can we do, sir, for this one? So I am not able to send this message to the this participants there that how this will be used for hacking or how what are the that means uh, install instructions. So I have sent you this whole information on chat. So can you just send it over there on these links that how exactly this can be hacked? This can be used for
Sure,
hacking.
sure, sir.
Sure.
We'll give it.
Yes. I have sent it. You will get those links over there.
Actually, sir, it is showing limit for 300 characters, and it is about 300 character it seems. So will add it in description, sir.
Yes, you identify. What I can do is that I have sent you over there. I just send up a screenshot if you want, right? So do it properly so that they get that codes and what do you say, the install instructions and the web page URL proper.
Okay, sir.
Uh, Parmeshwar, it is not necessary to get a CEH certification. But again, if you want to just join some corporate as a security analyst, you have to get one level of certification, that is CEH over there. But if you want to become a hacker or do some sort of penetration testing for, let us say, like hobby or some sort of challenges there, no need to do CEH. You can just learn it. Gotham, what happened? VMware not working properly, and pen tester not saying any login option. Reboot it once, then again see over there. Spider. I'll try to show it on AWS, but who told you that AWS is free? Nothing is free in this world, right? Yes, remote desktop connection can be done by Ethernet cable. VMware pen test, if it is not working, re-download it and try to use that. Otherwise, what you can do, you have got Windows Server 2016 ISO images. So download that ISO image and install Windows Server 2016 on your laptop on your own. Take up a YouTube or search something in YouTube that how to download, how to install Windows Server 2016 on VMware, and images are free. Images are there available for Windows Server 2016 in the same website www.wikisolutions.in. You can use VBox over there if it is working on VBox. I don't have any issues. Kali, if you do it, if you use Kali for doing social engineering, you will be able to do it in local LAN. But if you are using cloud for social engineering, you can do it for anybody or in any part of the world. That is why we are using cloud Kali for social engineering. Got that, Suraj? Kali cannot be using Kali. You cannot exactly send a mail to your friend particularly. The URL. It will not have a public IP address. We will use this pen tester machine for sniffing classes.
So meanwhile, you can send that screenshot, so I'll update it in the description.
Okay, I'll just send this screenshot. Give me a second. So screenshots can be sent over there on that same screen.
No, sir. Accordingly, I'll update the link what you have sent. No, so I'll get to know how it is been.
Okay, I'll just send you one by one. The commands have to be sent one by one. Na? I'll just send you the commands one by one. Right, one
Okay.
line at a time. One line at a time. I'll send you after this session, right? So that this session is not disrupted.
Okay, sir. So we'll update it in the description, and also we'll update it in the comment section.
Yes, you updated in the comment section. So this is their assignment today. There is nothing as such that you have to do. You have to use SE toolkit. So today's assignment is, so if there is somewhere where you can type in assignment, so just type in over there that how to. I'm just typing in their assignment as an assignment in the comment section. Would that be okay?
Yes, sir. It will be fine, sir.
Yes. Assignments have I need credit card in Google. Oh, so this is how Google registers yourself, Ranjan, sorry, S Ranjan. So Google needs your something to verify that you are exactly having something that you can pay, right? So if you have got credit card, that means you can pay up for whatever you are using. That is why they ask you your credit card information. So now even it is lagging.
So, if could you help us? Like, is it same or is it like? Is it now fine?
So the voice is clear. Once, could you please share the screen so we can check?
No, no, no. Screen sharing is not required. The voice is not lagging now. We are taking up the questions now.
No, no, sir. The voice is perfect.
Voice is perfect. Today we have got heavy rain in here, so it is quite possible that we have got outages in some part of the network.
No issues, sir. No issues. Your voice is now clear, so we can take up the questions easily. No issues, sir.
Cloud platform is not for people who are poor, dears. Don't take it otherwise, Rajan. But platform is not for those who are poor, right? So if you have money, then only you can use cloud platforms. This is you can say the lame truth of cloud platform. If you don't have a credit card or a debit card, you will not be able to use cloud platform as such. Harsh Singh Rajawat, we have finished off the session. We are not teaching anything. So if you have got anything to do, you can go log off and uh, just go and do your task. But again, we are here to take up some questions. People have still questions they are putting in here. We'll give you a project on how to hack Windows. So this is a 14 hours of class. So there will be a very minor project that we will give you. So if there is a RuPay card, we cannot exactly go for cloud computing. RuPay card is not globally acceptable still. RuPay card is only accepted in, you can say, Indian subcontinent. So that is why we cannot particularly use Google Cloud Platform or AWS with RuPay card. Yes, you can obviously use AWS instead of Google Cloud Platform. No, Shravana, don't get Kali Linux in your. Kali is a variant of, you can say, Linux. Kali contains certain commands. These commands are used for penetration testing. So these, wherever you get these commands, you can just install in any version of Linux you want. Like if you, like I installed Ubuntu, sorry, Debian a couple of minutes back, and I installed SE Toolkit inside that. So by default, SE Toolkit comes with Linux. But if I don't have SE Toolkit in Google Cloud Platforms, any of the systems, so what will I do? I'll install it exclusively. So you can exclusively install any particular application like Nmap or Metasploit or whatever you say, SE Toolkit or RDiscover or whatever you know about ethical hacking or Kali tools in there. So the programming language particularly that is used in cybersecurity is Python and Go. Those who don't have option to register themselves in Google Cloud Platform, they can do this local phishing attack. Take one penetration tester and take one Kali Linux and send it over there and see what exactly is replied. That means you can just use Kali Linux and on one hand, and on the other hand, you can use penetration tester machines and use the same these two machines to do some sort of phishing attack. Red Hat is a proprietary OS, right? Red Hat is a proprietary OS whose equivalent is CentOS. That means whatever you get in Red Hat Linux, you get the same thing in CentOS. But the point is that CentOS is free and it is not supported. While Red Hat Linux is a paid version, you install it, you subscribe for support, and you obviously get support on this version as well. So punishment of hacking depends upon which territory you are there in, right? Like if you are in India, there is nothing. If you are not caught, particularly nothing happens. Even if you are caught, you can hire up a lawyer, but who is very much well equipped with, you can say, or knows some sort of hacking laws in there, or is a, you can say, hacking law, cyber security law expert, and he can just take up your case and make your nothing will happen to you. But in US and all, laws are very strict. Yes, MJ, what was your question? I didn't get your question. I was not able to see your question, in fact. There is an assignment today that you have to do this phishing attack from Kali Linux on your cloud, that is GCP, right? Or if you don't have GCP available, do it from your local system. But local system won't give you that essence. Yes, tomorrow 12 p.m. we have a session again with your expert. Right. So people have, Let's Upgrade has saluted up some cybersecurity expert, or arranged for a cybersecurity expert for a session tomorrow at 12 p.m. Yes, it's on YouTube, I guess.
Yes, sir. It will be there on YouTube at 12 p.m.
MJ, you have to MJ, what you have to do, you have to enable virtualization in BIOS. So you have a problem with your BIOS there. So virtualization is not enabled in BIOS, henceforth you are not able to do this task. Bridge directly connects your system to your Wi-Fi. That means if you are using mobile hotspot, it directly connects to your mobile hotspot. Your virtual machine directly gets connected to your Wi-Fi hotspot if you are using bridge. If you are using NAT, then what happens? That it is connected to a router. That means our virtual router is connected between your mobile hotspot or your home Wi-Fi and your virtual machine. A virtual router is created. So NAT is traveling through a router and bridge is traveling directly. Okay, so any further questions, guys?
Sir, so this assignment, they just need to practice, right? They do not need to submit, right?
No, they don't need to submit it. Tomorrow I'll give them something to submit.
Okay, sir.
Yes, if you are doing it on AWS, go for AWS. AWS, what you can do, you can just open up all the ports, right? So allow all traffic. Instead of you are allowing 80 port number, you allow all the traffic over there. That is it, nothing else. Even if you are allowing 80 for this particular topic, it is going to work. No doubt it's going to work. Yeah, you can ping anything from anywhere. Vamsi Krishna, you can ping anything from anywhere provided pen tester has firewall on. That is why it was not pinging, or it will not ping, in fact. So you switch off the firewall in that case. So Email Tracker Pro is a software that is used, or application that is used, Abhishek, to trace somebody's email ID. Or if you have got the email from somebody, you know the email ID and all, or the message is there, particularly email is there. So Email Tracker Pro is particularly used to track up emails. So you will learn about that Email Tracker Pro in your premium class. Gautam, your board is Intel, so press F2 and go to BIOS. There you will find virtualization. Just go and enable that virtualization. Just YouTube how to enable virtualization in BIOS, and you will find the answers. Gautam. Air crack and Wireshark cannot be shown in a live environment over there, right? Because your system has to be there in monitoring mode. So I cannot put my system in monitoring mode and broadcast it live. So Wi-Fi hacking exactly cannot be shown over there when we are doing some live class, because the systems will go out of network when we are cracking up a Wi-Fi password. That is why Wi-Fi hacking cannot be shown. And even today's Wi-Fi networks are very complicated to break. If you have WPA encryption or WPA2 encryption, so that can be broken, but not all routers have WPA encryption. We have come towards that. So coding learner, you just open port number 80. You just open. Now see, if you are a hacker, then and you are bothered about that somebody will hack you, then why are you hacking them? So in that case, you will have to open all the ports. For the time being, you are exactly hacking up something. After that, you just close up the ports. Alex, can you elaborate your question? Alex Philip, when I try to ping, it shows like temporary failure in name resolution. So can you elaborate your question, please? So there are two levels of firewall. Coding learner, there are two levels of firewall. There is a firewall at AWS level. There is a firewall at OS level. So you just control the OS level firewall and leave the rest, leave all the ports open on AWS. So then also you will be controlled. It's not like that you are opening all the ports, then if somebody will hack you. No, cybersecurity certification does not need any penetration testing skills. Harish Raj, I didn't get your question. It might have scrolled up. Please, can you ask your question once again? Your Kali, make your Kali connected to NAT and obtain IP address automatically, Philip. Okay, Alex Philip, you connect your Kali to NAT and obtain IP address automatically. That means automatic DHCP, and then see that it's pinging or not. Your laptop should be connected to your Wi-Fi, or home Wi-Fi, or hotspot, mobile hotspot. Then only it will ping. Harish, I didn't get your question again, sir. Please. I am ready to answer your question. Please ask it once again. Trace RT commands Laza shows that what are the number of hops or how many hops we are crossing to reach our destination. You might not have natted it and you have messed up with the IP address, Philip. That is why it is not pinging. Can we change our IP? We using Ethernet, but we can't able to change in Wi-Fi mode. I didn't get your question, CS. I'm not able to understand your question, CS. I am used to teaching in BBox. I haven't ever used this BWA there. That is why I use BBox particularly. You can use any application that you want.
Sir, I think we can end over here. If they have more questions or if any questions are not answered, they have the community forum which is updated in the link, and even they have got in the live chat, so they can ask over there and we can solve over there, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I am posting my question many times. Harish, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Don't worry. Right. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope that this has been informative to you. And see you tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Have a nice day.
Yes, guys. So we'll end up the session over here. Let's catch you all tomorrow, same time for the session, and we have guest lecture which is piled up at 12 p.m. So 12 p.m. guys, we'll be live at YouTube. You'll be having guest lecture. We'll catch you up there. So that's it. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Bye bye.